Good evening, scholars, and welcome to week 4. We are moving right along, so let's take a look at what we're accomplishing this week. To start us off, we are at 130 points. So you're looking at your total points in Blackboard, and you're dividing against 130. That's going to give you your current grade as of right now. A few reminders: there are no late submissions accepted for discussion and unit quizzes. For unit quizzes, if you miss a unit quiz, you have to provide professional documentation, as it says in the syllabus, to make it up. So if that is your case, you will need to send me that by email, and then we can accept your late submission. For your discussions, if you missed the initial post by that Thursday, it will be marked down. But as long as you get all of your posts done by that Sunday, then you can still gain most of your points. But after the Sunday due date, there are no submissions accepted. So looking at our schedule, you'll see this is the first week where we're actually going through the entire unit in 1 week. So that means we're covering 2 chapters. That's modules 3 and module 4. So it's all about marketing. So make sure that you are pacing yourself to get this all done by Sunday. So you're starting with module 3, which is the marketing mix. We'll look into that. You have your activities here. You start your discussion, business discussion number 1. Initial post due by this Thursday, March 21st. And then your replies are due by the Sunday, the 24th. And then you also want to make sure you're working on your career exploration report. Don't wait until the last minute. I know we still have some time before it's completely due, but you want to make sure you're doing each section of it completely so you can gain all of your points. And then start chapter 4. So by the end of this week, the following things are due. Your initial post responding to business discussion number 1 is Thursday, and then your 2 replies by Sunday, and also your Unit 2 study session and your Unit 2 quiz. Let's look at what we're going to learn in chapters 3 and 4. So starting with chapter 3 is titled The Marketing Mix. So what is marketing? Depending on, which book you read, who you're talking to, marketing is all about selling. It's helping your buyer buy. The exchange process is delivering your product to someone. So why do they want to purchase your product? So it's all about that exchange, getting them to purchase what your product is. The evolution of marketing, if we're looking at this slide here, just sort of starting at the bottom, thinking about how products were first being created and now being sold. So we started with the production concept, which, the first one. So success depends on low production costs, highly efficient processes, and mass distribution. This was the era of if you build it, they will come. So it wasn't necessarily thinking about the consumer. It's just that products were in low production, so it was high demand for them. But then as production started to ramp up and more competitors entered the market, then you entered the sales concept. So now it was, if you build it, we'll make them come. So now we'll need to help people choose our products versus somebody else's. And then we morphed into the product concept, so creating the best and most innovative product for the lowest price because they're so competitive right now. So we have so many different options, and we're now working in the marketing concept. So doing better than competitors at understanding, creating, delivering, and communicating value to their target customers. So this is involving the customer before you build the product. You are getting their feedback. You're paying attention to the market. You are giving them what they want. Now, this chapter is titled The Marketing Mix. So jumping to that, what is our marketing mix here? So that is the 4 P's. That's our price, product, promotion, place. So all of these 4 items are centered around reaching your target market. So your product isn't necessarily just a tangible. It can be a tangible product, can be a intangible as well, a good or a service. Your price, what is going to attract your customer. Your place, where is it going to be available? Is that going to be online, through a retailer, directly through you? And then the biggest piece of the marketing mix is the promotion. How do you convince, persuade, inform your target market about this product and get them to purchase it? Chapter 4 is titled Marketing Strategy. Is actually a deeper look into those 4 P's. It's going to introduce a lot more concepts surrounded around each of the 4 P's. So starting with product, we'll see there's different types of consumer products: convenience, shopping, specialty, and unsought. So we're thinking about convenience products as these are things that you don't spend too much time thinking about. You don't spend a lot of time researching them. I need bread. I want to go buy bread. I might have a favorite type, but I'm not going to involve a lot of time. You're shopping or products that you are going to spend a little bit more time on. I want to buy the right pair of shoes. I want the right microwave. I'm looking for certain features. And then your specialty, these are your more expensive. So you're definitely spending a lot more time on the research part of choosing which one you want to buy. So looking at this example here, it's asking you which type of product is here. So we're looking at cereal. That definitely is going to be a convenience product. Something, again, we're not spending a lot of time on. You have your favorite brand. You're going to go straight to that. Personally, mine is Frosted Flakes. So I'm going to go straight for Frosted Flakes. I'm not thinking about what other products are there. It's a pretty quick, simple, and easy decision. Now jumping to the promotion mix, as you can see here, there are many different ways to reach your customer, many different ways to gain their attention, to inform and persuade them. So you have to find which one is going to work best for your product. So one of those options, which we don't see too often, however, it is still very effective, is personal selling. So this is a method that requires the buyer to interact with someone in order to acquire that product, which is called possession utility, the transfer of the ownership from the producer to the consumer. Personal selling isn't necessary for our products. It's not necessary for cereal or convenience products. This is definitely for unsought products or your specialty niche type products. There are many different industries that solely utilize personal selling. One of them that sort of targets college students to do the selling is vector marketing, or Cutco. If you ever known anyone to sell those knives, you have to think about, well, why are they using personal selling as a method instead of putting these knives on the shelf at Target or any other retailer? So if you're unfamiliar with Cutco, these are very expensive knives, but they do have great value. And so you have to think about the average consumer. If they see a knife set for $1,000, they're not just going to pick that up without doing some research, especially if you go to a retailer and you see that their other sets starting at $70, maybe some luxury ones for $200, and then even more expensive for $400 to $500, and then you see Cutco over here for $1,000. The average consumer is not going to purchase it that way. So personal selling is the best way to do that, because you can overcome objections, you can help the consumer understand the value of it, and really work with them to see why that's the best choice. All right, that is our duties for this week, all about marketing. So make sure that you are taking it, planning ahead, getting your work done. Don't forget about your extra credit opportunities as well. So take advantage of those. Have an amazing week.